EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Williams to throw on second down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams now on third down. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down and 6 now. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Able to push his way through. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Levis looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Running right, it's Pollard. Gets around him, and now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on first down, Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
1st and 10, it's Levis. His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Levis to throw it. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Levis. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. A second down throw from Levis. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Levis going back to the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
With it is Jackson. Gets past one man. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Be perfect. Let's go.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Williams on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Williams on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's Levis. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. Levis. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Levis now on first and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Levis back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Levis on third down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Folk for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So
we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Levis from the gun. Going deep for Hopkins. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Levis in trouble, down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Williams now to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Guys, ready to get it on right now. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Ride together, baby. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's have some fun. Dig in. Let's go. It's game time. Let's go, man.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The slot man in motion right. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 1st down, Levis. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Pollard one more time. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Williams' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Back to the running game with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Anytime that ball comes to me, do your thing. Let's go. Get something together. You ready to roll? That's right. Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. It's one play at a time, baby.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action now. Levis. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down to about the 22 here. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Williams throwing on first down. And again, back to Komet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill